Welcome to the video session of Materials Management. In this brief session, I will be giving you an overview of the chapter Introduction to Materials Management, which we have conducted or completed already. So, uh, at the beginning of this chapter, we understood what is material. So, what materials are the fundamental components of a product, or we use this as a primary factor of production along with the other factors, machinery, and money. Then, when it comes to the cost component, material contributes almost 50% of the production cost. Then, in the context of materials management, material can be a raw input or semi-finished good or components. Then, in this particular session, we discussed how the value of raw material increases when it converts to the final product by taking the example of scrapped aluminium and the final product cooker, how the usefulness, functionality, or the brand image increases when the conversion happens. So, all of you have to just go through those concepts which I have already mentioned in the given notes. Then we understood what is materials management. So it is nothing but the management of the activity of managing materials. But in a systematic way, we can say that planning, organizing, and controlling the flow of material from the procurement through the production to delivery. This is what you have to or you're supposed to write if the question comes, what is materials management? Then we understood different dimensions of materials management, which includes planning, organizing, directing, controlling, and we discussed the relevance of right material, right quantity, at right time, and delivering at the right place. All this we discussed in this particular session. You have to remember those. Then the next important aspect is there can be a question like it's a relevant question why material management is significant or important. So in this particular session, in the to answer this particular question, you have to consider three major aspects. One is cost saving, quality improvement, and timely delivery. We already discussed in the class how materials management uh, contributes to this particular aspects, how it helps for cost saving, quality improvement, and timely delivery. That we already discussed. Then you have to say that because of all these factors, materials management contributes to operational efficiency and risk minimization. Then in the next slide, it is mentioned how materials management helps in cost saving. What are the different strategies? Then next we have seen quality improvement cycle, how materials management connected to the quality improvement. Then the benefits of timely delivery, how materials management contributes to timely delivery and why it is relevant, all that. So the related to this particular session also, I gave you the notes. You have to go through it. Then these are the important questions what we are supposed to answer from this first part of the discussion. So I think all of you have noted these questions already. So I'm not discussing it once again. Then in the next part, we understood what are the objectives of materials management, then functions, then scope. So I'm not repeating it once again as we have discussed it sufficiently in the class. You all have to go through this PPT as well as the shared notes. Then the next important aspect is that materials management and its interconnectedness with other management functions. Here you have to write materials management is connected to production and operations. How it is connected? It ensures quality material supply for continuous production process. The next is marketing. So materials management supports delivery promises and customer satisfaction through material availability. Then it comes to the linkage with the finance. It controls cost and working capital through efficient inventory management. Then HR and other areas. It provides material management, provides skilled staff and coordination for efficient materials handling. So these are the important aspects which we have learned in this chapter. And in the second session of this particular chapter, you will have to answer all these questions which I have told you already in the class. Now I think we will have to discuss some innovative materials management strategies adopted by different corporates. So Toyota adopts a just-in-time strategy, and Procter and Gamble maintains strong supplier partnership for an effective materials management. Then Amazon utilizes advanced software technology. Then similarly, Siemens implemented ERP system for real-time material tracking. This is the overview or the summary of this particular chapter, Introduction to Materials Management. Once if you complete, or once if you cover all these things, or if you are able to answer all these questions, it is very evident that you have learned the fundamental aspects of materials management with this chapter, Introduction to Materials Management. Thank you for listening. Have a happy learning experience. Thank you.